Alright, howdy, howdy. Welcome back. Time for day 3 of the NatDex MonoMon Tourney. The FireRed, specifically NatDex MonoMon Tourney. Let me get Benny out of my ear. So, we're having a little bit of a rough go of it. But, we do have more points than a lot of people have. Possibly because we have 70 attempts. 71 when you count our this attempt that we're on now. All we need is a good run, right? Just a good run. Get a deep run going. Maybe a double points run. Probably not double points run. NatDex I don't think is conducive to double points runs. But we'll see. So Stoutland, Krabby, Pincushion. Give me the Stoutland. We have Counter. We have Dazzling Gleam. And we have a Master Ball. And we have a Flute. The Flute's huge, right? We just need to get all the other flutes. Use a physical move. You only have Draining Kiss, don't you? What if I Fake Tears like 2 times? Maybe 3 times. No, just 2 times. 2 times is good. Yep, 2 times was exactly what we needed. Actual Fake Tears value. So, we'll be playing with Seedsy later today. I actually should probably check in with him, just to make sure. Alright, so we have that Master Ball, so we could have done an early pivot if we needed to. Thankfully, we did not. Chandelure. Chandelure doesn't learn any moves. It's faster than me, but that's already one bad move. Nice thing about Monomon is that the Stone Evos are not, like, completely pointless, or the Stone Pokemon are not completely pointless because... Oh, that's a second flute. That's a second flute. Can we get all flutes just before even starting the run? Hold on. All we need now is red, blue, and yellow. Ooh, Vigoroth is a favorite. Vigoroth is a favorite, so I'm going to catch this one. This is a free catch right here. Three stars. Get it with a better nature, and it could be pretty solid. Probably not good enough to run, but it would be double points. And that's legal Sharpen. It's also my fastest Pokemon, so let's lead with that. Unfortunately, because it's my fastest Pokemon, let's actually lead with the Stoutland just to see if we can find. Well, no, never mind. We're gonna go to the forest first. We're gonna go get the rest of the items in case there's like a smoke ball or something that'll make things easier here. But I kind of want to check for a Vigoroth that doesn't have Drizzle. Ooh, Hisuian Braviary. It's not actually that good of a Pokemon. It's 510 BST. But, that's still solid. And Psychic Flying is a type. Alright, last item. Moonlook. No smoke balls. However, we do get our daily moo. Moo. There we go. I did one. Stealing other streamers' bits. Nothing like it. Bronzor, I was just looking for one of these in Legends Arceus earlier. And by earlier, I mean at like 5 a.m. when Holmes woke me up and I needed to have something to keep me awake while he was outside. There's a wild Altaria in chat, by the way, if he wants to catch it. I'll throw a ball. Would like to see the 5th Pokemon, please. We haven't seen any other favorites. Ooh, Hisuian Typhlosion. Okay. That's just better than the Chandelure. That might be a catch. I'm not gonna insta catch it, but it might be a catch. I would love if it was a physical attacker. I really love fire type physical attackers, and I really love ghost type physical attackers because A, can't get burned, B, can't get countered. Maybe I should come up with a different get an A that starts with A, right? Like can't get something. Then B can't get burned and C can't get countered. It's the ABCs of why to run a fire ghost Pokemon. Physical attack fire ghost Pokemon. That mini orc is fast. We've seen everything, by the way. We've seen everything. So, I think I'm going to catch the Hisuian Typhlosion, level 8, which might be the only one there is. Which would explain why we've seen so few of them. Oh, there it is. Is it good? 3 stars, marble scale. It is so tanky. Good lord. Stab moves, but I don't think I can run a Pokemon that is got a stat spread like that. In that case, we have 2 catches left because the Vigoroth was a favorite. Do I catch an extra Vigoroth to try and get a different ability, a different nature? Let's leave with the Typhlosion because the Typhlosion can just tank any hits. I mean, except for Dragon Rage, but what are the odds something uses Dragon Rage? We know that Typhlosion doesn't, or that Vigoroth doesn't have it, so. Okay, so Vigoroth does have another ability that's not Drizzle. We have that confirmed. Just need to see it at level 8 with that other ability so I can see what it is. Level 8, doesn't have Drizzle, catch it. This is our second catch. Because Vigoroth is a favorite, that first catch did not count. This one does. Water Absorb is a much better ability. Still a bad nature. But I definitely prefer the Drizzle one. Or that's the Water Absorb one. One more catch. I'm gonna go with the Howdy Howdy Yuki. That is right, you are indeed first. I'm gonna go with the Hisuian Braeberry because it is level 8. Yeah. There aren't any Gen 1 mons here, right? Nothing that's a trade Pokemon. I guess there's a Golem, but that's not a trade mon. So yeah, we'll just catch the Hisuian Braeberry. And either it's good, or we run the Vigoroth for double. How are you doing today, Yugi? Myself, I got to a very early start to the day. And I ran out of things to do before starting stream, so I also started the stream early, which does give me a chance to do a bit of MonoMon Tourney before our Baldur's Gate playthrough with CZ. This would have been a good early catch because it has Transform. Unfortunately, there's no reason to have Transform at this point because we can't scout. We can't catch anything else. We can't scout any more moves. So we're gonna send the level 8 Water Absorb Vigoroth with the Bad Nature. But there was no way of getting around the Bad Nature apparently, because every Vigoroth has a Bad Nature. It's entirely possible that on Evo this is gonna become a Good Nature. Who knows? As in, we might end up being a physical attacker that needed more speed. Alright, we've also got really good heals, and we've got Giga Drain, and that's a Gouging Fire. Put you to sleep. Hit a Sharpen or two. Stab Heat Wave, and dead. 12 minutes of scouting to die to the first Pokemon because it's crazy. That is also crazy. That Evo is crazy. Wow. That is a glass cannon. But what a glass cannon it is. What a cannon on that glass cannon. Was going to get Headbutt. We were going to get an Eruption Team that we would not have been able to teach to either. That could have been an interesting mon to run, right? If we got to that Evo, could have been really cool. But instead, back to the lab. Kabuto, Oddish, Sliggoo. I like Sliggoo. At least in comparison to these other Pokemon. Black Glasses doesn't help us, so we take those off. Great Ball doesn't help us. I'm gonna Dragon Dance one time because we got intimidated. Maybe a second time even. Yeah, oh no. That's bad. I need a crit. Castform, Vanillite, Wailord. I'll be taking the Wailord. Bad Nature again. This could have been maybe a decent special attacker. Razor Leaf doesn't help us get out of the lab, so I'm gonna just stick with Thunder. Good lord. Okay. Fomantis, Goldisopod, Zweilous. Sucks to give the rival a Zweilous. because that thing's going to evolve into some crazy mon. You know what? I'm going to take this Vilas. I'm not going to run it because it got Sandstream. But it should get us out of the lab if we don't get one shot by whatever this thing has. Surely it doesn't have a fairy type move, right? Technically, Sweet Kiss is a fairy type move. Ooh, Metacham? Mega Metacham? Kinda like that. I'd like it at level 8. I don't know which one of these mons is the level 8. Skull Bash was on a level 6, right? Yeah. Oof, that hurt. That's a good howdy emote. There's a level 8. Perfect. Okay. Is this worth catching? Probably for the speed more than anything else. That's a lot of HP. It's pretty solid. Stab, Triple Kick, Thunder Punch, Frenzy Plant. Really good attack and solid special attack. Good speed. There's also a Regirock here. At classic Relner run, having a Regirock in the grass. Ooh, Tapu Bulu with Drought, which would be interesting if it had Solar Beam, but I don't want to test for that just quite yet. Panpour could be alright if there's a Water Stone. We haven't seen anything that's a trait mon, right? Right. Last one was a Krokorok, so I think with 2 catches left, we'll probably go with the Tapu Bulu and the Regirock. Excuse me. I kind of want to see if there's a Tapu Bulu that doesn't have Drought. Okay, can go ahead and go around most of this grass then, because that Venomoth can outspeed me and does have Flamethrower. There were no favorites also, right? Yeah. Alright, level 8 Regirock. It does learn a move at 6, so I could catch a level 5, but I don't think that seems worth it. Four-star. Oh my god, that special attack. Holy crap. Alright, so we're gonna run that Regirock. 45 special attack at level 8. Jesus. Yeah, alright, let me just go grab a Tapu Bulu real quick. It does have another ability besides Red. I'm just gonna catch this because I'm almost certainly running the Regirock. Truant. Alright. 100% running the Regirock. Howdy, Triple Shuriken. The Tapu Bulu actually would not have been too bad with Drought, because it's got so much special defense. I am going to get my Wild XP off of the Tapu Bulu because it's, well, yeah, this special attack kills anything. So in terms of XP yield, I think it probably has got to be the Tapu Bulu. Do I have a Fluffy Tail or a Pokédoll? I do have a Pokédoll, so if I see a level 8 Regirock, I'm probably going to Pokédoll my way out of it. Tapu Bulu level 6. 180 XP. You can do better. Level 7, 210 XP? Sure. Alright, we are running this. We are locked in. Over 5 times special attack. I do have an Aeroblast TM. I can't teach it. Not that I would because we have no physical attack. No, don't miss. Come on. 95 accuracy. Okay. Agility. Nah, I need the PP on these physical moves. I also need the speed, though. It would be good to set up with speed. Let me just double check the exact rule on setup. Is it just offensive setup for attack and special attack, or is it everything? Okay, it's all set up. So yeah, we will not be teaching agility. By the way, let's move a Sacred Fire into the first slot there. And healing after every battle because this is MonoMon and I'm allowed to do that. This is not Roguemon. Confuse, it's fine as long as we don't hit ourselves too much. The main problem with Confuse is missing turns. It's fine. It's fine. You have no special attack. It is going to suck to have to take this into Brock's gym if we don't have any more special attacking moves. With 10 total PP and 8 Mons, or 7 Mons, rather. All right, level 18 move. Come on, show me something. Show me something I can use. Something special. Mach Punch. I'm gonna take it. Am I gonna take it over Poison Tail? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. All right, one more item check here. We do have some good heals. We got a couple of additional heals that are 50, 60 power or HP. And a burn heal, which is nice. I'm gonna buy some repels. Hold on. Just in case there's like a really fast Venomoth. I don't know what its speed it tops out at, but it was faster than my whatever the mon I had was. You guys remember what it was? It was you know, that one with the whatever. I'm great at this. Drought boosted Saber Fire. It's fine by me. Okay. Brock time. Let me cue up our Brock music. Man, making me mess up my timing so I can ban a viewbot seller is crazy. Screw the viewbot sellers. Primal Groudon. Blizzard never misses. Thank you, Blizzard. We're asleep. I don't have anything to wake up, so we just have to wake up naturally. Ice Beam. No. 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 Don't do this to me. Don't fucking do this to me. Not on this Pokemon. Man, I'm so done with NatDex. This shit is ridiculous. Why? What an awesome Pokemon, right? And then I just run into this into this asshole. Man, I don't like NatDex. NatDex is stupid. Send me back to the lab where I belong. Licky Licky, Wooloo, Gibble. I've never felt so hated by the game as I have during this tourney. To show me shit like that Regirock and then just take it away is absolutely hateful. Also, howdy Murph, welcome in. I'm not gonna get over that. I'm not gonna get over that Regirock. And then for it to crit also, so it's not like I can just, you know, stall it out with my heals. So it crits. Ooh, Reggie Lucky. Hello. Like a brother to me. Oh, we've seen all four here. Howdy, hi, DVD. Welcome in. We just lost the most amazing Regirock of all time. It had, like, what was it, 240 base special attack. But then we ran into a Primal Groudon on Liam's first Pokemon, the trainer in Brock's gym. And it tanked a Sacred Fire. It has with Lovely Kiss put us to sleep, and then we just died because it had Ice Beam and crazy special attack. 2 red flutes. 2 red flutes. Can't even get the variety on the flutes. Is 2 red flutes like 2 left feet? Eevee. I don't have any stones though. Man. Giving me an Eevee on the the 1 seed where I don't get any stones. Again, hateful game. We're gonna go grab the Regieleki and then probably the Overquill and then probably the Golisopod. If I see the level 7 Overquill, I'll just cash in and I'll look at it. Alright, level 8 Regieleki. Come on, buddy. Be the successor to Regirock. Does every NatDex stone assist in Eevee Evo? No. Which ones don't? I don't know, but I'm sure that there's one that doesn't. Like a hard stone. Howdy Patel. Thank you for the hydrate. I have a can I needed to open. This guy is not as good. He's not as good as as the Regirock. Nothing will be as good as the Regirock. I mean, except for that Primal Groudon. Yeah, I really don't understand Regieleki and Regidrago. Because they're supposed to be like golems. So the stuff that they're based on things that are like made of stuff. How are you made of dragon? Right? You can be made of steel. You can be made of ice. You can be made of rock. Shell Armor is banned. So this Pokemon is not allowed. But that is a crazy good moveset. And really good nature, or really good stat spread. So I am going to look for one that doesn't have Shell Armor. You're 25% dragon on your mom's side. Shell Armor again. Come on, show me a different ability. Or show me a rule change allowing Shell Armor to be run. By the way, what does it lose? It loses Psychic and 8, so I definitely want the level 7. I bet if I catch the level 6, it's not going to have shell armor. Well, it's Dynasty in chat if he wants to catch it. Do I have one of these? I do. I don't have a shiny, though, so I'll throw a ball. Alright, you know what? Just because I'm probably going to be throwing it out anyways. That's level 6. Is it going to have a different ability? Probably not. Alright, I'm going to catch one more. I'm going to catch one more, hoping for a different ability. And if not, I'll just release them all. Okay, I think it only has shell armor, unfortunately. So we still have 2 catches. I did not take any items off of them. What are we gonna go with here? How about the Galissapod? Duskstone. Duskstone does not evolve Eevee. And Dawnstone also. Sorry, during the entire time, since I gave my snarky answer to Murph, I was actually thinking about what stones would not evolve Eevee. I just remember what all the stones were. So the Ghost Spot pops out at level 6. I think I'm okay with that. I should buy more balls, though. Is it good? And more importantly, is it legal? It's got Runaway. It's bad. Go ahead and buy some. I guess I just need one more ball, but I'll buy 10 more just in case I need to install a Destiny ball at some point. For our last catch, you know what? Eevee Gamble. Eevee Gamble. Because, look, it's level 9. Surely. It's got a held item. It could be a stone. It could be a stone. Damn it, it's a heal powder. It still might be my best Pokemon, though. Stab, Nature Power, another Stab Swift. It's really not much worse than the Regieleki. Somehow, despite having way lower BST. How? Like, I know it's a higher level, right? It's a lot more speed on the Regieleki. Yeah, I'm gonna run the Eevee. No points mon. And potential for a fun Evo. TM for Frenzy Plant, learnable. I'll teach it over Milk Drink. Howdy, howdy, Benny and Benny viewers. Welcome into the scam. We are running an Eevee because I don't really know. I don't really know why I've decided to do this, but I have. And so far, I'm not being punished for it. Draining Kiss? Hey, wait a second. Is this a great Eevee? I will take this over Frenzy Plant. Just lost to a 10% chance for a Mon to get 2 poisons in a row against Geo. Missed on 3 points because of it. Ooh, that sucks. I'm so sorry for you. Dang. That's too bad. Shit. I shouldn't have been feigning what's the word? Oh, huh. Dawnstone does evolve Eevee. I thought it was Shiny Stone that evolved Eevee into Sylveon. So it's Duststone and Shiny Stone that don't evolve Eevee. Unless there's another one that I don't remember about. Alright, well, back to the lab. Sympathy. Is that the word I did not say? Alright. Shelgon, Imbor, Petalil. Shelgon's interesting, but we're gonna take the Imbor. 4 stars? 4 stars for what? I guess I can leave on the Astro Berry just in case we do get frozen during this fight. Watch this Siri technique. Substitute. Wait, I meant substitute, right? Alright, I'm just gonna Silver Wind. Just ignore it. Ignore it, move on. Alright, Minior, Raboot, Galvantula. Let's take the Minior. I made the wrong decision. I knew I did. Finally, some good content. That's wild, CPJ. CBJ. Oh, you're truant? Maybe you miss... No. Am I going to get to 98 attempts before we start... I was about to call it Baldur's Mon. BG3, Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode with Steedsy. Let's take the Drifloon. I'm gonna do 1 Fake Tears and then Psycho Boost. I am actually just gonna die. Alright. Comfy. Mega Camerupt. Torkoal. I did get a Water Absorb Mega Camerupt yesterday. Oh my god, I just got another one. It's like the other one, this one is bad. But it is a Water Absorb Camerupt. Is it gonna get me anywhere? Probably not. Nope, definitely not. I had a absolutely insane Regirock just a few minutes ago, by the way. It had 45 special attack at level 8, like 240 base special attack. And then we ran into a Primal Groudon in Brock's gym, and it just died. So that's how it goes. And I just gave you Stab, Super Effective Spark. NatDex, man. NatDex. That's not even a NatDex thing, though. That's just Kaizo. Everything here is bad. Let's take the Marowak as the least bad. We have a TM for Teleport. Unfortunately, we cannot teleport out of the lab. Alright, it's going to do something stupid first turn. Perfect. Okay. I am slower. So when its encore ends, it's going to do something that hurts me. Oh, I should have done another encore. Alright, it's going to miss this time. No. Show me something good. Show me something good. Durant, Capsicid, Primeape. Primeape does evolve. And has quad effective Heat Wave. I could do a Primeape Evo run. What does the Primeape Evo pool look like? Probably pretty solid because it's a 555 target. So that knocks out most of the Hitmons, right? It knocks out the Hitmons and opens up a bunch of these legendaries and such Pokemon. Have to get this to 43 though, and I have gotten exactly 2 Mons past Brock, so I don't know if planning ahead like that is a good idea. To answer your question, Lloyd, no, Benny is not alive. I'm answering Benny's chats too, by the way. Barbaracle. Nah. Rock Water, that quad weakness. Not interested in that. Mr. Mimej. They're about 42, 43 Evo. This less of a good Evo pool, but still, you know, access to like Tapu Lele, Screamtail. They can low roll and stuff like Grumpig. Ooh, Mega Lopunny. What's the other ability besides Drought? Let's see. Is it good? Flame Body. This would actually have been really good with Drought. Howdy Ray, welcome in. This is a really good Lopunny. I'm probably gonna run this. Is it faster than the Primeape? No. So I will leave the Primeape up front for now. Oh. There's a Lopunny and Mega Lopunny in the same route. I guess that makes sense. Since I've got a good Pokemon, I'm just going to catch most mons that are somewhat interesting. So Golisopod, for instance. It's going... Well, that's banned. Technically, I could just say I'm going to use only special attacks, but it only does have special attacks right now. It's got crazy special attack stat. So... But I'm not going to run it because I'm running the Lopunny. So I'm going to say I'm not committing to that on the Golisopod. And so that's a banned Pokemon because it has a banned ability. I don't know how, I don't actually, that feels like it's not quite according to the rule. So I'm going to say that does count as a catch. Rotom-Mow, Electric Grass is not a terrible typing because you get rid of that weakness. It doesn't have to count? All right, then I will not count it. Instead, I will catch this Iron Valiant, which is not a favorite. Nobody made this a favorite. If I had caught it at level 6, I could have learned an extra move, but I'm okay with level 8. Hypercutter? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So that's better than the Lopunny. Yeah, and this is a release on the Galissapod. Honestly, good speed down nature. Sunstone, show me an Eevee. This time I want the Eevee, alright? You gave me an Eevee last time, give it to me this time. Now I have the Sunstone. I do have to worry about other Wild Iron Valiants at level 8. Those could outspeed me, but I have a Smoke Ball. So I no longer have to worry. Give this thing Moonblast and Brick Break. Wild Farfetch in chat, by the way, if anybody wants to catch it. There haven't been any favorites on this one, right? Right. Alright. Everything else is... You've been playing Roguemon recently? Have you been having fun? It's a fun game mode. I'm gonna go grab that lawnmower. Yeah, Roguemon is a lot of fun, so I hope that you've been enjoying it. Beat it with a Cyril Edge yesterday. Very nice. Ascension 1, I'm guessing. A2 does bump up the difficulty. Am I out of catches? No. Because the Galissapod had huge power, so it was not a real catch because it was a banned Pokemon. If you catch a Pokemon with a banned ability, as long as you don't take the item from it, it does not count as a catch. If you do take the item, it does count as a catch. So, alright, Rotom-Mow. We almost certainly are not going to run it because we're going to run this Iron Valiant. 41 HP. Pure Power. Alright, so that one also doesn't count as a catch because that's pure power. So I get another catch. At this point, I'll just catch literally anything. Let's go with the Barbaracle. Okay, pretty solid Pokemon. I'd rather run the Iron Valiant, though. So, that's what we're going to do. Main thing I was catching that for was to see if it had Liquid Ooze, in case we ever get Giga Drain or Draining Kiss. Let's take off that Smoke Ball now. I'll leave it on, actually. No reason to take it off, unless I'm putting on a berry, and I don't have any berries, so... HP up? Nah. Who needs HP? That is a 600 BST Archaludon. I did not get my Wild XP. Who needs it? Who needs it? That Archaludon had pressure, by the way. Pressure. I'm also going to say it had low special defense. By the way, because Benny is scamming me, I will snooze ads. At least until we get to Brock. Or Brock's jam. Snorlax, please still be slower than me. I have crazy speed. We should be fine. That's gonna be super effective. Psycho boost, and we're dead. I'm gonna run those ads now. Benny chatters. Let's see. Let's see if I can find somebody to scam. While we're on ads. Now we'll just play through the ads. We'll play through the ads. Benny scammers get to get additional content here. Congratulations. All right. Not only, by the way, Benny scammers are basically circumventing my ads here. So I just want to point that out. You are all absolute scammers. You are literally stealing food from my mouth or something. That is not what I meant to say. Food from my table? Is that the phrase? Thank you, Triple. Look, those ads add up to, like, you know, I could buy a game with all the Twitch ad revenue I've gotten over the years. I say years. I literally just celebrated my 1-year affiliate anniversary. For some reason, I thought we had a poison move. That was last time. Disabled my rock slide. How rude. Get out of here. Hyper Voice. It's a non-contact normal move, which is better than all my contact normal moves. But if we're running this Bombardier, we are in trouble. Speed boosting Galarian Mime. It seems to be pretty fast already, though. So I don't know how much speed boost is helping it. Ooh, Walking Wake. Let me get that level 6. Level 8. You know what? Sure. Alright. Enjoy the rest of your stream, Benny. Let's see what this Walking Wake's all about. It is not a favorite, unfortunately. It's a color changer. A color-changing Walking Wake is such a waste. But it's really good. It's really good. Wish it had a different ability. I definitely could have afforded to poke it with Quick Attack to test its ability, but I mean, you don't do that. You don't check for color change. Vulpix is a favorite, so this is a free catch, by the way. If we find a Firestone, that could be a good Evo. Basculin, but not Basculin White, so it does not evolve. Halo. Toad Squirrel has Trace. I should have caught that first. Catch that at level 8 when we see it. And we'll still have another catch afterwards. Gumi is not a favorite. I'm pretty sure it was at some point when somebody was trolling me. Not gonna name names. Actually, no, I don't think Caesar gave me a Gumi. Now that I think about it. Ooh, Togekiss. Alright, let me see that level 8 Trace Toad Squirrel. Level 8 Trace Toad Squirrel. Exactly what I asked for. Thank you. So fast. And does have really good special attack, too. Needs better moves. We've seen everything. I want to go check out the Togekiss ability. Water Absorb, that's a solid ability. Any absorb abilities are good. Except for, like, Volt Absorb on a ground type Pokemon, of course. I want to see at least one more Togekiss, just in case it has a different just in case it has a different ability. I gotta be sure about this next catch because we do only have one left. All right, that's 2 water absorbs. When I look at the Alolan Executor in case it has thick fat. Pressure. Magma armor. Which is almost thick fat. It resists being frozen, does not resist the actual ice type though. What about Mayung? We know you have speed boost. I guess there's really no point in tracing you. Any potential double points mons that I would want to think about? Doesn't look like it. In that case... Let's leave with the Walk and Wake and do a little bit of move scouting on Togekiss. Dizzy Punch. That lower is after having my defense, so I have only 14 defense. So it's not very good attack. By the way, can I, like, move explosion so I don't accidentally use it? Earthquake? Man. Why do you have to have good physical moves and terrible stats? It is faster. But it doesn't learn any moves, so I don't think that really works. Executor has Howl. It's also faster than me. That's 2 Howls. I should now be concerned. Muddy Water only did 1 damage, which is not surprising. Oh, it's got Draining Kiss. Did 7 damage with Draining Kiss. That was when it was super effective, right? Wait, what? Yeah, because it was dark type. It was dark type. So this was super effective. That's not. I mean, that's decent. That's decent special attack for level 6. So I guess I will catch it. I'm probably not going to run it. I think I'd prefer magma armor to pressure, because pressure is really annoying when it gets traced. More so, I would say, in Roguemon. Oh, Wild Riolo in the chat, by the way, if anyone wants to catch it. I was a little bit late on that one. My bad. Come on, level 8. Level 8 tree. Benny tits, Benny tits, Benny tits, Benny tits, Benny tits, Benny tits. Was that 7 or was that 6? I lost count. Benny tits for good measure. Is this good? It's tanky and it has Draining Kiss. I'm gonna say it is good. I'm gonna run it. I'd say that conceivably the Walking Wake is better. The Walking Wake is better. Not even conceivably. The Walking Wake is better. I should run the Walking Wake. But the fact that its color change annoys me. But it learns moves. I should run the Walking Wake. I'm gonna run the Walking Wake. I nearly complicated things for myself too much. Alolan Executor having color change is cool and all, but as long as I never get hit, I still got great typing. And even if I do get hit, I can't have quad weaknesses. So fight a wild Pokemon, Relner. Fight a wild. Probably best for us to fight is going to be... what do we know about the Togekiss? We never caught one, did we? So... Earthquake, Dizzy Punch, Screech. I think we can handle it. We can definitely handle the Toad Scroll. 124 XP. Maybe we can't handle the Toad Scroll. Okay, Togekiss, 232 XP. One Luster Purge, lower its special defense. And then E-Sense. And it's a crit, nice. Does not quite get to level 10, but we do get some extra XP, we do get that extra level. Let's go. Honestly, Color Change is not a terrible ability. I say, trying to cope. Sure, would we prefer Speed Boost on this Pokemon? Absolutely. But it's not like I had Stab anyways. Ah, Dark types. Problem. Big problem. Big problem. Hold on. Could you do something stupid, please? That's not stupid enough. Hold on, hold on. I need to heal. I need to heal. So you're about to use Blaze Kick, and that's going to be a lot of damage. We're kind of screwed here. Yep. We were one move off from having Water Pulse, which would have been a big help there. Alright. Well, if I had run instead the Alolan Exeggutor, and then we came up against that, we would have had Muddy Water. It would be... Oh, a Draining Kiss would have helped a lot. The special attack was not good enough, though, so... Back to the lab. Miniorc, Pyroar, Yanma. Definitely taking the Pyroar. Although Yanma does evolve. I do have to remember that. The Rivals Pokemon is going to evolve. Do I teach Sing in the lab? So that I can... Yeah, I think I do. I think I do that. It might already be poisoned by the time it gets to my turn, though. Nope. Do we live that without using Sing? I don't know. Maybe. We only have 7 speed. I do have an early ball if necessary. Cyclozar is the level 8 here. I don't want to die, so I guess I'm going to catch the Cyclozar as my first pivot. Very tanky, so could help us scout. Skill Swap, unfortunately, does not show us the other Pokemon's ability. Mabosstiff is way faster than us, which is kind of annoying, but there's nothing here. So I can just leave that route alone. Nothing here. Unless you want to count Orbeetle. which I don't really. Drizzle has Trace. Depending on how fast that is, that might be a worthwhile catch. Level 8 with Trace, I'm just gonna catch it. We'll have one catch left to go after that. Plus any favorites we find, which right now does not look like a lot of favorites. That is no speed. 47 HP. Below an Executor with Runaway, at least that helps me run away. Water Absorber Neragus is interesting. Definitely interesting. And it has Draining Kiss. I don't think it's good though. I think it's actually really bad. I don't have a Smoke Ball, do I? No. Nidoqueen with Volt Absorb, classic. Last item. Not a Smoke Ball, so we are still just gambling that we run away. Level 8 Runerigus with Water Absorb. I just worry that it has bad stats. But given what all the Pokemon are, I'm just gonna catch it, and we'll probably just run a Pokemon with bad stats. I mean, it could be worse. The special defense is a problem with it still being weak to grass type moves, but you know, Drain Kiss, Stab, Mudshot. If I have to run a Pokemon, and I do because that's sort of the name of the game, I guess it's going to be the Runerigus with Water Absorb. But so it's weak to grass, it's weak to dark. It probably dies instantaneously to whatever we fight here. So let's go for it. I did not fight a wild, by the way. Classic. It does not matter. We were not getting past this Vaporeon. We are getting past this Vaporeon. We're actually just fine. Cosmic Power is banned for boss battles, so it's basically banned. That kills me, though. I knew it was happening eventually. We were going to get hit by a grass move or a dark move. Or an ice move, for that matter. Nidoqueen could have had Serene Grace, but also had no speed. Howdy, howdy, Oreo. I don't know what the secret message there is, but, was this any good? The complete lack of defense with the Quad Venus to Bug, probably not, and did not have good moves. How am I doing? I would be doing better if my 240 base attack Regirock was still alive. Would be doing a lot better if that was the case. Matang is a favorite. I'll take it. I could run this. I could definitely run this. I don't think I will be running it, but I could. Oh, we're not getting out of the lab. I hate to break it to y'all, but we're not getting out of the lab. Unless... No, we're not getting out of the lab. Would have evolved, by the way, into a Stakataka. reasons I have Metang on the favorites list is because it evolves into really high BSC Pokemon. Alright, Mr. Mimej. Mesprit is allowed. Mixed attacker, bad defense, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. Sacred Fire should get us out of the lab. We don't die to Megahorn first, and we do. So, cool. We have 30 minutes left before we switch on over to Baldur's Gate 3. Urban with Grass Fire versus Morpeko. I like Morpeko, but I'm going to take the Urban. Stab Needle Arm. Bad special attack. Does come with a metal coat, so if we find a Duraludon, could evolve that. I'm slower. I got 20 freaking speed. Come on, man. I need you to miss one more time, buddy. Dang. Magiarna is banned. You lost your house keys. Why'd you do that? I'm sorry. Is this a 5-star Whiscash? How is this a 5-star Whiscash? What are you talking about, game? Literally, what are you talking about? It has 5 speed. You found it in your back pocket. Classic. Why is this 5 stars? Why? This might be the worst 5-star Pokemon I've ever seen. Right, I'm going to put on the Citrus Berry. And we're going to, I don't know, Iron Tail. Get the defense drop. No, we just, you had Razor Leaf. We had no chance, no matter what. I'm sorry, what is this doing being a 5-star Pokemon? Explain this one to me. Whatever, game. Okay. Samurott. Hitmontop. Gumshoots. Give me the Samurott. It's been a while because they do not work. Unless they're Giga Tanky too, and that was not. They just simply do not work. We're dead, aren't we? 10 attempts left. 10 attempts left. Oh, man. We are on day 3 of the tourney. We have 10 attempts left. I kind of want to take the Kubfu. And I'm... The Evo situation for the rival is going to be crazy. If I take the if I take the Kubfu or the Tentacruel. Metang has the toughest fight. I'm just gonna take the Tentacruel. Get out of the lab. That's the first thing. First thing is get out of the lab. I wanted to take one of the Evo Runmons. And I should have, apparently. Kubfu into Iron Valiant with no speed, or into Lopunny with no speed. Whereas Metang into Cobalion with, believe it or not, no speed. What it is about the randomizer that decides to just give every Pokemon 0 speed, I have no idea. Alright, Aeron, Bellossom, Pheromosa. Let's take the Pheromosa. Quad effective stab rolling kick. And we have a Water Stone in case we find a Kubfu this time around. We're definitely not running this. The stat spread is terrible. No special defense or no physical defense as a Pokemon with a quad weakness to flying simply does not work. It's a Water Stone, right? Yes. There are a lot of Pokemon that use Water Stones, so one of the better stones to find. Does Bulbasaur use a Water Stone? No. Nuzleaf also does not use a Water Stone. Weedle does not use a Water Stone. Weedle is no longer a favorite. Thank goodness for that. Ooh, Primarina? Electivire? Okay, this is a good route right here. I'd like to see this level 8. Buddy, please. Buddy, please. Come on. Okay, I should probably just catch it. Silvally? Alright, that's just an auto catch. 570 BST, normal type Pokemon. One of the biggest of all big normals. Very balanced. Not great moves. Not great moves. Evolves into Sapphire Phaedrake from Call of Dragons. I don't think that's true. Okay, here's the level 8 Primarina. I want to know about your stats. So Doom Desire did 13 against my 24 defense. Let me figure this one out. 24 defense, 150 power move from a level 8. And did 13 damage, 12 to 13, or sorry, 18 to 23 physical attack, which is solid. Not quite, I would say, enough to auto catch. Ooh, can we find a shiny stone? That could evolve into anything. That could evolve into even like a Primarina. Still one Pokemon we had not seen, but right now it's looking like I would have no problem just catching Electivire. Oh, I said 120 power. Oops. Or I said 150 power when it's 120. Alright, in that case, that is worth catching. That is definitely worth catching. Okay. We'll go back and grab that. Thank you for pointing that out. I have a PPO and a PP max on this one, don't I? Yeah. Doom Desire is shed coverage because it deals indirect damage. Civilly, please. Alright, level 8 Primarina. I kind of want to test out to see if this is a lower nature or higher nature. So 85 power, doing 9 damage. This is probably a bad nature, so I'm gonna look for a different one. And last one is a Chatot. So definitely going to be going with the Electivire and the Silvally, or not Silvally, Primarina. Nothing else is worthwhile. We don't have a shiny stone or a leaf stone for the monster to evolve. So we're looking for a Primarina with around 22 to 28 physical attack. If I see a level 8 Electivire, I'll probably just throw a ball at it. Remember when all we were seeing was level 8 Primarinas? Now we just don't see them. There it is. Okay. That did 10 damage. So that probably is on the higher side then. I will go ahead and catch that. It might have just been a roll. Who knows? Yep, that's attack up nature. It's also speed down, which is not the best, but this is a really good mixed attacker. It's mixed attacker some speed, which is better than a mixed attacker no speed. All right, and then we're gonna catch an Electivire. At level 8, we don't need to settle. We're faster than everything in this grass. No repels. Come on, level 8. Please. Level 8 Electivire. It's probably not even going to be good enough to run. There it is. Okay. Is it good? 31 or HP is mid. Ooh. Nah. With that speed and defense as an electric type Pokemon, that's a no. It is good-ish, but I'd rather run the Primarina or the Silvally. The Primarina has better moves right now. Silvally learns moves at 15 every 5 levels. Definitely not doing the Pheromosa. Yeah, we'll go with the Primarina. If only Lightning Rod actually gave immunity to Electric like it does in Gen 5 and beyond. I'm not going to PP max any of these moves. Not going to PP up any of these moves. Do I put on a White Herb? I think I might for this fight. Nah, we'll save the White Herb. Leech Seed? I'm in danger? You want to learn Trick? That's not going to do it. Believe in the arm thrust. 5-pack? No. I think we die. Hey, look, the Floette actually did evolve into Primarina. Said that as a joke, but it actually happened. If we had a Shiny Stone, we could have had that Primarina with Earthquake instead. I think that would not have helped us. Back to the lab. We may use up all of our seeds today, which is crazy. To get through an entire tourney in one weekend, it definitely feels bad. But if we keep getting out of the lab and spending 20 minutes scouting, then we will not get through the last of our season today. We will be swapping over to Baldur's Gate 3 in about 18 minutes. Stone. Ooh, Jolteon. Jolteon is not the strongest electric Pokemon in the game anymore, though. Since there's Electivire and Regieleki, and you're allowed to use Zapdos. That is a fast Palafin. 2 Leaf Stones? Really? 2? This is a bad seed. Hopefully that Jolteon's really good. Solrock isn't even double points anymore. One more encounter. Weasel. Alright, so there's no favorites. I could get a Trace Weasel. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Do I have a Smoke Ball this time? I don't. So level 8 Weasel with Trace. Maybe sell for level 7, but I don't think so. Could use the Max Repel to make sure we see at least level 7. Yeah, sure. Level 9 with Trace? Perfect. Alright, we have 2 catches left then. Actually, level 9 with Trace is terrible. Now I can't use Repels. I didn't think about that one. I have to run out these. Now I have to run out the Repel. It's only got 9 speed. I'm sure it's fine, right? We'll just run away. Static. Catching to release a Lilligant because it has me wrapped. It's a banned Pokemon anyways because it has battle armor. Farfetch has transformed, so we can scout moves too. It's really no point to that. Rockhead Palafin with Toxic. Could you? Oh well, there goes that one. Jolteon was too slow. Crazy high special attack and HP. Only had Psybeam. So, got E-Sense at 20, Flame Wheel at 35. That doesn't work. Everything else is bad. Halucha was mid. Pretty bad seed there. Vanillish, Drifblim, and Molga. Take the Drifblim. All right. 6 attempts left. Snover, Archeops, Meowth. Oh, I cannot burn it because it's got shield dust now. But it can't burn me either, so there's something. Constrict gets me out of the lab. This would be a good Pokemon if it had physical moves, but it doesn't. So it's bad. At least it's fast. We've got Samurott. Samurott, I might be the level 8. I don't think I've seen the level 8 Nikata yet. It's for level 7 at least. Yeah, okay, Samurott's level 8. Keep that in mind. Shiny Stone. Now can I get a Floette, please? This is one of the things I really don't like about NatDex is how many different Evo items there are. The chances of getting the Evo item you need with the Mon that goes with that Evo item is just so low. the last Pokemon. Or we'll just see a billion more Quagsires. Floatzel. Whatever. Floatzel or Boatzel. I guess we'll catch... Just wrapping up lunch? Alright, Sadie. I guess we're gonna catch the Aerodactyl, the Samurott, and the Excadrill. Do we have any repels? No. Stop teasing me with the level 7s. Show me the level 8. There it is. Okay. Is it good? That's 46 HP. I'm going to guess the answer is no. 4 stars. With 7 speed. I don't know... Wait a second. Is this going off of... let's see. How do I... Gachemon... options. It is using Super Kaiser rules, which is basically the right ones. I don't know why it likes Pokemon with complete lack of speed, but I don't like that. Alright. Aerodactyl, then. This is the one I have a rare candy, right? No. Kakuna Evo Run is not off the table. If the Aerodactyl is bad... I might do a Kakuna Evo run just for the memes. Yeah, more than 25 speed at a lower level is pretty concerning. Let's actually just go grab the Excadrill. Double points Quag run. What does a Meryl Evo run look like? If it was Roguemon, or like we had the setting enabled where low BST mons will be guaranteed an Evo, that could be pretty cool. Unfortunately, it's not the case. Drill, you gotta be level 8. You gotta be level 8, buddy. Not level 5, that doesn't help. By the way, there's a wild Dustox in chat if anyone wants to catch it. There we go. Disc Drill, 37 HP is a little bit on the high side. It's bad. It's also faster. Wow. Kakuna Evo Run it is. Let's go. All right. Am I gonna finish these before Baldur's Gate? No. No. I was worried that I might. Can we catch a Rattata as an HM friend? There are no Ratttas. We will need to find one. In NatDex, that is a pretty hefty challenge. Aerodactyl's even faster than this. Alright, there's level 8 Kakuna. Let's go. I'm gonna send it no matter what. I'm sending this Kakuna no matter what. Alright? Oh my god, look at these moves. Look at this Kakuna. This is a great Evo Run mod. It's too bad it's going to die. We do get to fight a wild Pokemon. Let's go for the Viper. Am I faster than this? No. Let me away. Let me run away. Okay. I'm not going there. Because that has Aerial Ace. You know, it's fine. We'll just Rock Slide the Aerodactyl. Or this. Am I faster? I'm not faster. I should run away. This is so difficult to get this this level up with the Kakuna. Duosion. Yes, use Acid. No, don't use Bounce. Damn it. Damn it. Would have evolved into Swadloon, into Cleavor. Might have ended up having Truant, and it was just gonna be bad. But could have had Stab Rock Slide. Yeah. CG, are you about ready? If you are still hanging around here. You all ready? Alright. I will go ahead and end the NatDex MonoMon portion. And then... So we have 5 attempts left. I'm going to go ahead and end the YouTube stream. So bye, YouTube. And I'm going to start another one.